So I wanted to come and we're going to learn about tools, what to use, how to use them, how to implement them. You're going to get all of that good stuff because, we have a tendency of not being in the present moment mode, focusing on ourselves, our needs, are the things that, we need to be thinking about every day, every moment of the day, if you will. So I want you to go get a rubber band. Yeah, rubber band. I said it. And the rubber band, I don't need it to be small. I need it to be able to go into your wrist. I would like you to wear it. Wear it for a minute. Wear it, not to the point where you're getting irritated. If so, then we're going to switch up and do something different. But however, I want you to go get a rubber band. You're going to wear this rubber band. The rubber band should not be cutting off your circulation. It shouldn't be stopping blood flow. None of that. That's the wrong rubber band. But I would like you to go get a rubber band that's pretty thick, big enough that when you put it on, you can take it, fits around your wrist, but you can slide your finger up easy, right? If I can't find a hairband, if I can't find a rubber band, I'll get a hairband. And if I can't find a rubber band, I'll get a hairband. What I want you to do is to take notice of how often you think about the past and how often you think negatively to yourself. You say things that are blocking your progression. You say things, I can, I won't, but I'll give you some terms in order for you to figure that out, because this is important, really important. I want you to get this. Take the time to find out just how often you think of the past, just how often you say say negative things about yourself. Just how often do you repeat those things to other people? Now, this is not to beat yourself up. This is all about learning where you are, why you are where you are, and how to break free from this. The rubber band system, for me, I know that it will work, but you've got to be really intentional about thinking about what you say about yourself and how often you talk about the past, how often you bring up the other person, how often you blame people, how often do you do that? Why? Because we need to understand that this bleeds into every area of your life. For those of you who want to start nonprofits, businesses, you want to be authors, speakers, this is so important because it will filter into your pricing of your products and your services. It will definitely show up with you not being able to create a price, the right price. We're going along this journey here to find out you and to get to your desires, what you want, and we'll get there. But the thing about it is, I want you to know how often you speak negatively about yourself. How often do you talk to yourself down? How often do you think about the worst possible outcome when you could be thinking on the other end of the stick? So this rubber band, you can get a finger in. What I want you to do every time you catch yourself speaking negative thoughts, negative things about you, snatch it back and pull it back. What does that do? It's going to sting a little bit. This is not abuse. This is not me trying to punish you or do some sort of sadistic type of thing. No, that's not what this is at all. This is totally about getting you to stop yourself in your tracks, stop the thought instantly and revert it. You've popped, you felt a little sting. Oh, I just said something really negative about myself. I just said that I can't do something. Why did I think about that? That's the next thing. When you snatch it back, there's a little ping, there's a little sting. You're going to stop yourself in the tracks from thinking about the past, talking about the past in such a way that it's negative or blaming people, right? Or you're going to stop yourself from a negative thought. You're going to stop yourself from speaking about yourself negatively, right? When you stop, you're going to acknowledge, wow, I just said that about them. Why did I say it? You're going to ask yourself these questions. Why did I say it? You find out why you said it. Maybe you didn't find out why you said it. The next question would be, what was I doing at the moment? Who was I around? What were we talking about that this came up? Remember this forever. Things happen for you, not to you, right? So you're going to question, you're going to take the time. I don't have time to think about that. I've got to get to my next appointment. I've got to do this. I got to do that. Well, then this is not going to work. Why? Because I want you to think about you first. 2 minutes in the bathroom if you're at work. Coworker pissed you off, right? And you began to say something, you began to do something, you began to think about something, you talked about yourself negative, in a negative manner. You have the time to stop yourself, excuse yourself, and go to the bathroom. Go into a stall where it's just you, and you. Talk to yourself. Yourself can hear you. You don't have to speak audibly at that moment. Go into the bathroom stall. Go to your car. Take a break. Go anywhere away from people and stop. You've popped the rubber band. You're acknowledging that you have a negative energy going on. You separated yourself from other people for a couple of seconds, a couple of minutes. You're worth that. And you're going to ask yourself, wow, I just went deep into the past. I mean, really, really deep into the past. And I brought up some things and some emotions. Why did I do that? What caused me to think about that? Once you find that answer, what caused you to think about that? Okay, now that came about because of this conversation. So why is it here? What is it teaching me? I acknowledge it and say, thank you. Yes, darling, even if you've been in an abusive relationship, you're going to say thank you. You're going to say thank you. You can say thank you. And it goes like this. Although that experience was really tough, although that time in my life was really hard, although that time in my life changed my entire world to where I am now, I am grateful for the experiences because I now know I don't have to live that way anymore. When I think about that, I'm safe, I'm okay, I'm acknowledging the thought, I'm acknowledging the emotions. What emotions were brought up? What emotions did that conversation invoke in you? Was it a positive one? Was it a negative one? Let's look at, for those of you who may have heard of Abraham Hicks. And so you may agree or don't agree, but her example of this is just super wonderful. They have something that's called the emotional scale. And it's posted within this particular card, the emotional scale. This is a tool that I want you to use. Rubber band, emotional scale. When you figure out why the conversation invoked the emotion that you are now in, which has caused you to speak negativity about yourself as well as the other person, what emotions were invoked? Now, this is key. If you are not able to express your emotions clearly we've got more digging to do. Because what that says is you've not acknowledged any emotions within yourself, but you yet and still have acknowledged everybody else's emotions, and you are still reacting to their emotions versus creating your own emotional guidance system where you recognize where your emotions are. Are you in, are you in bliss? The opposite, the other end of the stick would be hatred. Where are you on the emotional scale? And again, I will post one for you so that you can judge. Where are you? When you figure out where you are, give thanks, be grateful, and say what it is that you mean. Articulate your emotions. This is a tool that I'm giving you, and I really would like for you to use. The rubber band, oh, there it is. The rubber band is to get you to stop you in your tracks, stop the negative talk, stop the negative feelings, stop all of that negativity that you promote within yourself. Stop. That's what the rubber band is for, to actually physically jar you so you stop right where you are and get that thing back towards moving towards, the emotional side of the stick where you want to be. And you can do it. Miss Thea, I hear y'all in the background already. Miss Thea, you don't understand. You don't understand. They get on my nerves, and they do this, they do that, and they set me up at work, and people are plotting, so forth and so on, all that kind of stuff. Stop. And I'm not saying that that's not true. However, what I am saying is this: I really want us to be really mindful about us. For me, and even when I was in the position of doing actual physical rescues, where I went into the homes of women, got their bags, got their children, put them in a car, took them to the shelter. I did all of that, boots on the ground, we call it as advocates. But what I want you to get and understand is you are important above everybody. You are. It's time to be selfish. Listen, you may have been in a situation where you have given your life to somebody for years, 30 years here, 30. It's time to recognize who you are and whose you are. Come on. It's time to put you first. So that even means if you've got someone where, again, you may be at work, you may be in public, you may, be at church, I don't care where you are, and somebody is triggering you, I need you to understand nobody can trigger you because those emotions belong to you. Nobody can make you do anything you don't want to do. That hurts. I know that's a Band-Aid moment. I know. I'm always throwing Band-Aids out on social media. It's okay. It really, really is. This is not to beat you up. This is just to get you to understand you and you alone have the ability to use this particular tool to stop you from talking bad about yourself, anybody else, about the situation from the past. This is to get you unstuck and to absolutely stop you in your tracks right at that moment and snatch that thing back so that you can stop, figure out where your emotions are, why things are happening in the way they are, and you change them. Nobody can change anything but you. And that's why you're here. And I'm so super glad about it. This tool here, this rubber band, works. Anybody ask why you got a rubber band on? They don't need to know. It's your business. Your healing. Your recognition of where you are emotionally. So I want you to really get it that you are the most important. Some of you all above your children, I say this constantly. If you are good, then the kids are good. When you're not good, they catch it too. So if you want to be on your toes for your children, so that you can teach them these tools as well, because guess what? These little people, these teenage people, they're going to be in society. They already are. And you can share this tool with them, the emotional, scale of where they are, have them acknowledge where they are and grow from it. You've got to learn this even at your age. You have got to learn this, that you control your emotions. Nobody can trigger you. And if you are triggered by it, that's when you're going to stop. You're going to notice, snatch that thing back and take a moment. I don't care where you are. You could be preaching. I'll be back. There's no excuse. None. Snatch that rubber band back. Stop yourself instantly and get a hold of you. I need a moment. Go take it and utilize that moment correctly, not going into, I'm going into the bathroom stall and I'm going to pace back and forth and I'm going to keep going and ruminating. Thoughts are going on and negativity is building and it's like a hamster on a hamster wheel. You're not going to do that. You're not. You're going to use your tools. Stop. Ask yourself why you even thinking the way you think. What brought you to where you are now? Bless it and let it go and move about your day. 3 minutes. 3 minutes is all it takes. You can spend that much time in the bathroom, at work. You can excuse yourself to go outside for 3 minutes and be grateful. If you don't know how to do a grateful rant, there will be a video of me just ranting to give you ideas of how you can turn things around for yourself. Babies, darlings, my loves, nieces, it's time. Don't you think? Yeah, I do. See you soon.